Thank you for this speech and for all the remarks, because this is super important and very and it has to be spoken again and time and again, that innovation is not about technology. Innovation is about social organization. It's about institutions. It's about a lot of different mechanisms that are social in the very heart. Not really about the shiny gimmicks we use to support this. Now, this paradigm shift that you also see and call for, what will it have at the economic center, so to speak? Because social infrastructures, human capital, this is the kind of the language, the concepts that we are inheriting from the previous paradigm. And they are very important. But what I'm saying is, they seem to still operate in the old way of seeing things, even if they are a beginning of something new, right? So how do we make this paradigm shift in terms of also structural reforms? How to do it? Is it about moving to a world of more commons, of cooperativism, of different ways of doing taxes? What is the economic heart of it?
Yes, well, thank you for the question. Actually, I have a very fond memory that was just before the end of the Berlin Wall. Chancellor Kohl introduced in Germany the Pflegeversicherung. Pflegeversicherung is long-term care for insurance, which was not there, nowhere in Europe. With the Pflegeversicherung, Chancellor Kohl opened a completely new strain for economics, because it became, people understood that it was vital to invest in care. It created a new economic sector. And it was clairvoyant, because after that, everybody did the Pflegeversicherung. It seemed impossible, it seemed wrong, because we're giving money to everybody, but it was very successful intuition. So that is what I understand under social infrastructures. You're saying that they belong to the old, the risk is that they belong to the old, we still don't know. The point is, that's the question I had for Yanir Baryam. How is it going to happen that COVID-19 ends, and then we will have another virus that will have other, so to be interconnected and to be ready to tackle these threats is a way to go. Now, the change of paradigm ought to invest every possible field. That is the depiction I gave of the Renaissance, the way it was during the Avignon schisma, was terrific. So the way out was to rethink the models. In the case of Petrarch, was go back to antiquity and find there our roots in the gospel, because Petrarch is a Christian philosopher. And in Augustine, his friend, he said, "My friend Augustine," and in the ancient, in order to give new ways of thinking. Obviously, I'm not a utopist. I am a policy officer. To say, I am preparing documents for scholars to work on in the next 7 years, as the way we're doing it in multi-annual financial agreement. But I think that at the end of this, prego.
No, very quickly. In the first part of your presentation, you drew the distinction between social innovation and cultural innovation.
Yes.
Everybody understands, at least in Europe, what is about social innovation.
Yes.
What do you exactly mean by cultural innovation? Does culture needs to be innovated? For instance, cancel culture. Is it an example of cultural innovation?
Okay.
Or wouldn't you say better that the culture needs to be created or invented, not innovated?
Yes, okay.
If we stay to the meaning of the word.
I know.
Thanks.
It's a fight. I had a paper accepted in Science and Public Policy on cultural innovation, a new category of innovation economics. That's the title of the paper. So actually, it is true. If you read Confucius, the first thing he says, I'm creating nothing new, I'm just transmitting. And I remember when I talk about cultural innovation in China, for instance, students say, no, professor, we are fine. Culture is old, we like it like this. And so that's a reaction of a Chinese society to innovation. But we were talking at the forum of the European Academy of Religion, Archbishop, sorry, not Welby, before Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Rowan Williams.
Rowan Williams. He gave a paper on innovation in religion, which is very, very difficult. In fact, I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about rewriting the classics. I'm talking about what happens today when somebody has access to content. It does it in a group, so there is participation, communities of practice, and there is use of data, downloading pictures, uploading pictures with photo tagging, with tagging, and a process of reflection that means we understand who we are and we see new content and we are ready to talk with our people in the sense of dialogical civilization, which eventually brings up inclusion, cohesion. So it's a fight.
We can come back in the general discussion. It's a very important topic. So because we arrived just one moment.